Hey, today it's shopping day and grocery shopping to be specific. I love cheese. I want to figure out which one of these is the better buy. I can go to Jewel and for 16 ounces of cheese, they're charging $3.34. Mariano's, on the other hand, for their Kraft singles, it's $1.99, but you get 12 ounces. So I'm trying to figure out which of these is the better buy. Well, the math person that I want to be, I'm thinking to myself, wow, if I can come up with the unit rate, if I can compare these two by figuring out what it is per ounce, then I can make a determination and figure out which store I will run to as soon as I'm done with this video. So let's get to work. There's a couple of ways to figure this out. We're breaking this down to the unit rate to figure out how much per ounce the Jewel cheese is, how much per ounce the Mariano cheese is, and then making the comparison to figure out which one is the better buy. So the first method I'm going to show you is something called the table method. And simply, all you're doing here is just breaking the price down, breaking the ounces down, until you get to a unit of 1. So Jewel starts out with $3.34 for 16 ounces. If I keep dividing by 2, dividing by 2, dividing by 2, and dividing by 2, I'll eventually get to 1 ounce. I'll eventually get to the unit rate. And here, the Jewel price is a little bit more than 20 cents per ounce. As you can see, 16 divided by 2 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. $3.34 divided by 2 is $1.67. $1.67 divided by 2 is 83.5 cents. Divided by 2, divided by 2. So Jewel is coming up with a price of a little bit more than 21 cents per ounce. How does that compare to Mariano's? Mariano's, let's take a look. Mariano's, we're starting off differently. We're starting off with 12 ounces for $1.99. So $1.99 for 12 ounces. I divide by 2 for 6 ounces. I divide by 2 for 3 ounces. But look, if I keep dividing by 2, I'm not going to get to 1 ounce. I need to get to 1 ounce. But if I divide this by 3, I will get to 1 ounce. So let's take a look at what's happening to the price this way. $1.99 divided by 2 is 99.5 cents. Divided by 2 is a little bit less than 50 cents. Dividing it by 3 in order to get to the unit rate of 1, Mariano's is saying that they will sell their cheese for approximately 17 cents per ounce. It definitely looks like Mariano's is the better buy. Now, frankly, the table method is there's some work to be involved with the table method, but it will get you there. It will get you to the unit rate. Another method is setting up a proportion. So if we said that $3.34 for the Jewel cheese at 16 ounces, what would we need to divide by in order to get to 1 ounce? 16 divided by 16 would be 1 ounce. Whatever we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator. $3.34 divided by 16 will give us this approximate 21 cents per ounce. Exactly, it's this amount here. Then we can do the same thing for Mariano's. Mariano, $1.99 for 12 ounces We need to divide by something to get to the unit rate of 1 ounce. That's a 1. That's 1 ounce. Let me just make this a little bit. So 12 divided by 12 is 1 ounce. Again, whatever we do to the denominator, we do to the numerator. $1.99 divided by 12 is exactly this amount here. Again, it looks like when we compare these two that Mariano's is the best buy, so I'm heading over to Mariano's.